Diablo 2 Resurrected ladder and patch update. All right, this is important, guys. Ooh, oh, there's a lot. Okay, let's read. Over the last week, we have seen much speculation and reactions from the community around the subject of ladder play releasing post-launch. We wanted to take this opportunity to share that ladder-only Runewords, unique items, Herodic Cube recipes that were once restricted to ladder rank play will now for the first time be included in non-ladder multiplayer and single player play. We understand these items complement prominent builds and playstyles cherished by the community. Furthermore, we have heard the community ask to include these items into the single player experience for quite some time. Now, players playing solo can also partake in the metas that have become popularized from the original multiplayer ladder experience. Furthermore, single player will now also include access to the Pandemonium event and Uber Diablo content. To mitigate server impact and protect server stability of the game during the launch window, we plan to have ladder rankings and listings to be implemented shortly after launch. This will enable players to have a fair chance to partake in the race that comes with the first season's ladder for Diablo 2 Resurrected and not run into any possible launch window stability issues that could impede that experience. Once we have a more precise gauge on this front, we will notify the community of the exact date and time in September. So this is actually critical. If they're saying they're going to tell us when the ladder is released in September, that means that they have 7 days to tell us because it releases on the 23rd, right? So that means another way to say this sentence is within 1 week, they'll tell us when the ladder is coming. We hope this provides clarity on our intentions with the ladder and related systems at launch. We look forward to sharing the ladder start times with the community. Once we have it locked in, we'll provide early enough notice so players can make the appropriate accommodations for their race to 99. A new patch is being staged for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation prior to the open beta. Read below to learn more about the latest changes and to share your feedback. It's still in development. This is the beta version. Skill purchases now require separate button presses. Made this change because many players were accidentally allotting points to skills they didn't intend to. This actually happened to me, so that's nice. They actually nerf something and slow it down, but that's actually better. Fixed several bugs that could cause a crash upon launching the game. Fixed a bug that could cause players to crash while toggling into legacy mode. Fixed a bug that could cause players to crash when opening a trade window. Fixed a bug that could cause players to crash when the skill select window prompted. Fixed a bug that caused degraded performance over time. I definitely saw this one, if it's the one that I'm thinking of. Fixed several bugs that could cause a crash when encountering poor server connectivity. Fixed several bugs that could cause crashes on consoles. Added several client, server, and network optimizations. Fixed a bug preventing players from accepting party invites while the game window was minimized, and fixed a bug preventing players from toggling on or off paladin auras. So this, what's the most important thing to me here, rather than any of the actual content, is the transparency here. Was the transparency here? So Blizzard is doing a good job of, yeah, this is a very, very hot topic. The ladder being released on the server. And also, if you don't launch it, how do we use all these great rune words, right? If you don't play Diablo 2, believe me, this is a big deal. The fact that they get out ahead of it and they make an official post and they commit to something. They're going to give you a more precise gauge in September, means that they have 1 week to do it after launch, and they said it would come out shortly after launch, I think is a pretty fair solution. I'm happy that Blizzard is having the community managers be in tune with the questions that the community is asking, and they take the time to write a blog and an answer that gives us a more, an insight into what is actually going on over there. So my my first compliment is to the overall idea that this blog or this post even exists. Yeah, I think that all of this is fantastic news, that the ladder-only Runewords go, into the non-ladder multiplayer and into single player. I think it's a huge win for single player. The only thing that kind of worries me, it's not a huge concern. I still think it's the right move. The only thing that kind of concerns me is putting the ladder-only Runewords in non-ladder multiplayer kind of nerfs the ladder itself. It's not enough to nerf it for me. I don't care. I still have fun racing to 99. But what really, the differences between non-ladder multiplayer and the ladder now are, what even is there anymore? Maybe there's stuff that I'm not aware of, but now it's pretty much the same thing. And I hope it won't discourage people from playing the ladder. That would be my only feedback there. I played a massive amount. I played 21 straight hours on the first day of this, and this is the biggest problem, is the stability and performance of the game. There were a ton of people crashing all the time, a ton of little bugs here and there, and this one is probably the best. Server, client, and network optimizations. You guys saw it if you were watching my stream. I rubber banded so many times back into elite packs and got killed. I'm really looking forward to playing this tomorrow and hopefully seeing a huge improvement there. But they seem to be very in tune with the problems. The problems are stability and performance. Those are the biggest issues. So as long as people can reliably play the game, I think that's the biggest problem that they're facing right now. So we'll see how it is tomorrow for the open beta.